With your permission, we will be now starting the launch event of Meri Ek Kahani. A very welcome to our dignitaries, Dr. Saxena and Mr. Sharad Kumar Parlela. Good morning, everyone. I am Neha. I am working as fellow with Terry and also leading this project since inception. Today, I welcome you all on the virtual event to launch our project book Meri Ek Kahani on the eve of Earth Day. Earth Day, as you know, is observed on April 22nd. Every year aims to raise awareness for Earth's environment. Founded by Senator Gaylord Nelson, Earth Day was first organized in 1970 to promote ecology and raise awareness of the growing problems of air, water, and soil pollution. Today, on this day, we all have gathered virtually to launch our very good project book, which is Meri Ek Kahani, which is compiled by the students on traditional knowledge. To start this event formally, I would like to invite uh, Ms. Aprajita Agarwal, Senior Manager, Regulatory Affairs, Tata Steel. She has been an important part of this project for this phase and has been there as a pillar. I would request Mr. Prajita to please give the welcome remarks.
Thank you, Neha. First of all, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our guests, Shri Sharad Parlela and Shri M. Subramaniam from Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Dr. Vivek Saxena, Country Representative, IUCN India. Thank you, sirs, for joining us today. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Pankaj Satija, Chief Regulatory Affairs, Tata Steel, and Dr. Livleen Kahlon from TERI, both of whom have been instrumental in putting this book together. And I would also like to welcome our young environmentalists and teachers from the Green School locations and other officials from Tata Steel and TERI and many other institutions who have taken the time out to join us today. In 1970, on this very day, 20 million people in the US came out on the streets in support of our planet Earth. This movement has grown strong over the years. This April 22nd marks the 51st Earth Day. The theme for this year is Restore Our Earth. Today, in the wake of the global pandemic, as the countries and communities around the world come together to rebuild their economies, it is more important than ever to focus on a green and sustainable growth. As many momentous events have happened on Earth Day, back in 2017, on the eve of Earth Day, Tata Steel and TERI envisioned the Green School project. This project focuses on augmenting the capacities of our next generation, our students, through activity-based teaching programs on 4 broad environmental themes. These are water, energy, biodiversity, and forest, and waste, linking all of them to climate change. The project was initially launched in 10 schools, and now we are associated with 34 schools across Jharkhand and Orissa. This project has set new benchmarks for school leadership in the field of environmental and sustainable development. On 22nd April 2021, that is today, as the US President hosts the Climate Leadership Summit, we at Green School thought of launching a traditional knowledge book on the conservation of nature. Mary, thank you everyone for joining us today. Now I hand over to Neha to take the session forward.
Thank you so much, Aprajita. As Aprajita mentioned that today we are here for the launch of Meri Ek Kahani, I would like to brief you that while compiling this book, we conducted a competition across the locations, that is 34 schools, and we received hundreds and hundreds of entries, out of which 30 selected stories have been published as part of this book. Today, we have invited a couple of our authors, one who have contributed towards the Hindi stories and one who have contributed towards the English story. So let's hear from our budding naturalist. First, we will be screening the video of Miss Nikita Kumari, who is from class 7th from DAV Public School, Alkusa, Jharia, and she had written beautifully and contributed as part of the story. Her story name is A Vismarniya Din. I'll request my program team to please screen her video. Sonali, can you please? Thank you. Sonali, we are unable to hear. Can you share it from the beginning? I'll urge Sonali to please screen Miss Nikita's video.
Neha, just give me a second. There's some technical glitch going on. Just give me a second.
We apologize for this technical glitch. Please bear with us for a minute. Sonali, in the meantime, let me just move forward, and if that is sorted, we'll screen this video after hearing out to one of our editors. We are sorry for this. The book has been edited by two eminent personalities, Dr. Livleen K. Kahlan and Mr. Pankaj Kumar Satija. Today, we would like to hear out from our editors also. So, to start with, I would like to invite Dr. Livleen Kahlan, Associate Director, Environment Education and Awareness, TERI, a botanist by education with a doctorate in Indigenous Knowledge System. She is actively engaged with children and youth through education for sustainable development projects. Over to Dr. Livleen. Request you to please share your impressions about the book.
Thank you, Neha. A very warm welcome to all of you, especially my young friends. I see 44 people who have joined the program. I will not go more into a talking mode because today being Earth Day is your day. So our students, our young enthusiasts, our young naturalists, we salute to you, and the launch of this book is again a big salute to all of you. You know, इस किताब का जो नाम हमने चुना है, मेरी एक कहानी. बूंद बूंद से ओशन पूरा भर जाता है. Every story, every thought counts, and that is the genesis behind the thought process of this book. If we go through the book, we see these are very simple stories, more in a narrative mode, more what you are feeling, what you have heard, and also what you have read. It was very interesting to see that you have written about folklores, about traditional art, about different types of cultural forms, because इससे पता चलता है कि आप सब अपने roots के साथ कहीं ना कहीं जुड़े हुए हैं. और जब हमें ये मैसेज मिलता है कि हमारे बच्चे, हमारे जो कल का भविष्य है, उसको अपने रूट्स के बारे में चिंता है, आपने कुछ सुना है जो आपने पेन और कागज उठा के लिखा और आगे बढ़ाया, that is the strength of today's cultural movement. And believe me, dear students, we celebrate plants, we celebrate animals, we celebrate life, we celebrate happiness. And when we celebrate all this, what are we celebrating? We are celebrating what we have inherited. And it is to you that you have to pass on this inheritance. And this book is a step in this direction. जब आप लोगों के पास ये किताब फॉर्म में पहुंचेगी, क्योंकि बिकॉज ऑफ द पैंडेमिक हमने अभी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वर्जन्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किए हैं, आप देखेंगे कि किताब खोलेंगे, पन्ना पढ़ेंगे, बंद करके उसके बारे में सोचेंगे. सो एवरी थॉट इन इट मैटर्स. आई वुड अर्ज यू, आप एक बुक मार्क बहुत सुंदर बनाइए अर्थ डे 2021 का, इस किताब में रखिए और बुक मार्क में छोटे छोटे वर्ड्स लिखिए जो आप इससे सीखेंगे. एक तो आपका नॉलेज है इसमें, आपका जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो लिखा हुआ है, और उसके साथ एमिनेंट राइटर्स के लेख इसमें जुड़े हुए हैं. And I hope that we can take it forward in a more dynamic direction in the next year, and I really pray and hope that the pandemic comes to a close so that we can have a direct interface with you. And that is the time when I would like, and I request people, eminent people like Dr. Saxena, Dr. Sharath, to also come and interact with all of you. बिकॉज तब उनको पता चलेगा कि आप उड़ीसा, झारखंड के कितने रिमोट एरियाज के स्कूल्स में बैठकर पेंडेमिक जैसे टाइम में भी इतना पॉजिटिव थॉट आगे लाते हैं. सो सैल्यूट टू ऑल ऑफ यू. दिस इज अ ब्यूटिफुल बुक. वी रियली हैड अ time in selecting the 30 stories. The remaining stories are also with us, and we hope to bring it again to you in some form or the other. Congratulations, this is your work. Take it forward with more dynamism. Thank you so much. Thank you, Neha.
For your kind words and sharing such beautiful impressions about the book. Sonali, I hope we can go back to our students' impression and listen to our budding naturalist, starting with Nikita Kumari. Yeah.
नमस्ते, मैं निकिता कुमारी डीएवी पब्लिक स्कूल अलकुशा कक्षा 8वीं की छात्रा. पिछले वर्ष टाटा स्टील की तरफ से हमें कुछ ऐसी कहानियां लिखने के लिए प्रेरित किया गया जिनमें आदिवासी जनजातियों का वर्णन, और जब मैंने इनके बारे में सुना तब मुझे उन दिनों की याद आ गई जब मैं पतरातू में रहा करती थी. आपकी जानकारी हेतु बता दूं कि पतरातू में आज के समय में भी हरियाली की कोई कमी नहीं, तथा मुझे याद है कि वहाँ काफी सारे जंगल भी थे, और इन सब का श्रेय वहाँ रहने वाले आदिवासी जनजातियों को जाता है जो आज के समय में भी प्रकृति से जुड़े हुए हैं. और जब मुझे इस विषय के बारे में पता चला तब मेरा सबसे पहला ध्यान मेरी ही एक सहेली शालू पर गया जो कि मेरे क्वार्टर के आउट हाउस में रहती थी. उसका भी नाता एक आदिवासी परिवार से ही था, और यह कहानी मैंने उसी के संग मनाए गए प्रकृति से जुड़े पर्व सरहुल के बारे में बताते हुए लिखा है. क्योंकि यह कहानी मेरे दिल के काफी करीब है, इसलिए मैंने इसे शीर्षक दिया अविस्मरणीय दिन. आशा करती हूँ कि मेरी यह कहानी आपके भी दिलों में जगह बनाएगी. धन्यवाद.
So that was Nikita from DAV Public School Alkusa. उन्होंने हमारे लिए एक हिंदी कहानी लिखी थी अविस्मरणीय दिन. अब हम now going over to Ishan Om Mishra from St. Mary's Jajpur. He has written English story on tribal festival.
A very warm hello to one and all watching me right now. I am Ishan Om Mishra from St. Mary's School, Jajpur Road. Today I will be reading my own written story. The title of the story is Plants and Man, and the theme of the story is tribal festivals. So without further ado, let's begin. One fine morning, our school principal made an important announcement. It was about a one-day nature camp which was to be held on January 14th, 2020. All interested students were asked to register their names at the earliest as available seats were limited. Being an ardent nature seeker, I immediately decided to enroll my name along with my friends. On the day of camp, we were very excited. We took a bus to the site. After deboarding, we walked towards the forest and soon it became very dark. After resting for a short while, we again started walking. On reaching a village, our guide took permission from the village headman for us to take shelter for the night. We set up our camps and got ready to sleep. A villager came and invited us to a festival. Our guide accepted the invitation on our behalf, and all the children went to the celebration site. The place was decorated uniquely with wood, leaves, flowers, and so on. A bonfire was also lit. We were asked to make ourselves comfortable, and then the program began. The villagers started singing a song in their native language and began to dance in a circle around the bonfire. We were also invited to join them. At the end, a dinner of fruits, vegetables, and many more mouth-watering delicacies were served to us. The next morning, we said goodbye to the villagers and returned to our homes. Till date, I keep on thinking about those humble and innocent people who are still living a life of obscurity. And today, while writing this story, faces of those innocent people come in front of my eyes. That's all. Thank you. And I hope that you enjoyed the story. A very warm hello to one and all.
Thank you, Sonali, for sharing the videos. Now, going back to our editors, I would like to now invite Mr. Pankaj Kumar Satija, sir. He is Chief Regulatory Affairs, Tata Steel Limited, and has 25 years of experience in mining areas of India inhabited by indigenous people. He has worked extensively on tribal sports, cuisines, music, dance, and traditional festivals in Odisha and Jharkhand. Over to you, sir, and we'll request you to please share your impressions about the book.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Very happy to see Mr. Padella, Mr. Subramaniam, Mr. Saxena, and co-editor Ms. Livlin, and many other students from the area where I have worked earlier. There is a common thing across the geography in the world that we treat Earth as a Mother Earth. And in our ancient scriptures, it has been written that Mata Bhumi Putroham Prithviya. And the similar philosophy goes across different culture and religions, that when we talk about Earth, we attribute Mother Earth, the word mother to the earth. And we also know that we are so sensitive towards our relationship with Earth that it has been written that Samudra Vasne Devi Parvatastan Mandite Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padam Sparsam Chamyoma. It means I am touching Mother Earth through my feet, so please pardon me for that. So that much of sensitivity has been in our scriptures. And when I looked at the stories what have been written by the students, that gives me immense pleasure that they are also very sensitive towards what is happening in and around, and that will help them to become a better citizen for the world, because the future of the earth depends upon the children and then how they want to take it in coming days. There are 4 guest articles from Sri Paramanand Patel, Srimati Velmati Champia, Mr. Jiren Topno, and Dr. Ashok Sen. They are very good, and there are many things which anyone who is reading that book can learn from it. Some of the entries we have included in the book, and some we couldn't, but it doesn't mean that they were not good. As Ms. Livlin has spoken earlier, that we will be trying to publish them also at an opportune time. And as has been written in the book, we have not done much editing on the stories written by the book, because we wanted to retain the thought, retain the sensitivity of the students who have written these stories. We all know the importance of the day, and those who have been in Odisha and Jharkhand, where our operating base are there, the indigenous people over there, they know much more about the nature, the environment, the biodiversity, and we should learn by interacting more and more with them. Nikita just mentioned about Sarhul, and Sarhul we all know is a Prakriti Parv, and there are many other dimensions attached to it. There are instances where the cultivated land was not there and people were depending upon the forest produce. And when we had a Prajatiya Khadotsav sometimes back in Sukinda and Noamundi, we have seen that the forest produce were used in those stalls and people relished those delicacies. So the cultivation has its own pressure on agriculture and the land, and how we want to preserve forests so that the ecosystem facilities and the advantage we will continue to get. That is the motto, and with this book, I'm very much sure that the reader who are going to read this book, they will get further insights what is happening in the young minds and what the expert articles say about it. So without taking much time, I thank all those who have been involved in conceptualizing, contributing and writing these books, and our guest speakers, those who have come today. Wish you all a very good, happy Earth Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now with this, we move forward to the much awaited movement, that is the launch of the ebook. The book contains essays by traditional knowledge experts and stories from Green School students that aims to tap into the vast reservoir of knowledge of our tribal and indigenous communities that have been living in harmony with nature for generations together. This book focuses its attention on the conservation of biodiversity and the complex web of life that sustain our planet Earth. The local ethnic groups living in different parts of India have developed a special affinity towards their natural habitat. They not only preserve their natural environment in its pristine form, but respect and worship them as god and goddesses. Essential lessons can be drawn from the traditions and rituals of the tribals and indigenous communities to scale up the preservation of biodiversity. The latest UN Global Biodiversity Outlook underscores the importance of conservation of biodiversity to combat the problem of climate change. This book aims to take this message forward to avoid adverse impacts like extinction of species, loss and degradation of habitats, and step up efforts to restore diversity using approaches that are contextual and locally suitable. With this, in presence of our special dignitary, Shri Sharath Kumar Parlela, Mr. N. Subramaniam, Joint Director, MOEFCC, Dr. Vivek Saxena, Country Representative, IUCN India, and all the dignitaries across Tata Steel, TEDI, and our special budding naturalists, students, and teachers. We go ahead with the e-launch of the book, and herewith he launches the book. So that's the cover page of our Meri Ek Kahani. Congratulations to all the students who have contributed towards this and our experts, essay contributors. Now I would like to invite Shri Sharath Kumar Parlela, who has graduated in mining engineering from Osmania University, post-graduation in environmental science and engineering from IIT Dhanbad. He worked in public sector coal mining company for a period of 16 years and worked as head of environment division before joining the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in 2016. He has discharged the duties of Director in Hazardous Substance Management Division, Control of Pollution Division, and Impact Assessment Division, and worked as National Project Director for Biomedical Waste Management in the country on behalf of United Nations Industrial Development Organization. He is author of the draft EIA Notification 2020, which was issued by the Government of India last year and backbone of several reforms in the environmental clearance process in the country. Presently, he is Director for International Cooperation Division and Centralized Processing Center. We welcome you, sir, and would request you to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you very much, and good morning, all of you, and respected Saxena sir and other dignitaries in the virtual event. So, greetings of the today's special day is Earth Day. I am very much glad to know that this Green School project has been taken by the Tata Steel Meri Ek Kahani. So this is the compilation of the young birds, students who has given their knowledge towards the environment and what is their understanding towards the environment in this book. It's a very interesting. I have gone through this book because some of the stories which have been written by the students are very interesting. So just as an example, I can say that when the Golden River and that Harit Gyan, the trees are our friends and our rich culture, living harmony with the nature, like that. So several stories with the say how the environment and the nature is interconnected and what is the importance of the nature, that has been explained very well. So once like the Son River, so they have stated as that the how it has become named as a Son River, that is a golden river. So what is the importance and what is the river system and how it is useful for the agriculture, that has been really fantastic. I congratulate all the students who have really contributed and participated in this, and I must appreciate their enthusiasm and their interest in participating programs like this. So because they have to carry the real interest of the nature in the future generations. So their role is very important, and the efforts of the Tata Steel and the Terry is really appreciable in this regard. And there are very eminent people who have got contributed their knowledge, traditional knowledge, like the indigenous knowledge. So this concept of indigenous knowledge is quite old, but it is not picked up much. So it is really important to know so how the indigenous knowledge and the traditional rituals, culture, and how it is got the interrelation with the environment. Really, we have to know all those things. The articles like Padmanabha Patel, Ashok Kumar Sen, and Balmati Chapra. So like that, eminent speakers, eminent essay personalities have been given in this particular book. So really, it's a great. I really congratulate and thanks for making me the participation in this event. So thank you very much and great success, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. With this, I would like to invite Dr. Saxena. Dr. Saxena started his career as Indian Forest Service officer in 1992. He has over 26 years of vast managerial and administrative experience of forest management at field level in various districts of Haryana state, India, as Deputy Conservator of Forest, and Chief Conservator of Forest. Dr. Saxena has demonstrated skills and expertise on natural resource management and has also contributed to global assessment on land degradation and restoration related IPBES publications and is on roster of experts of UNCCD. Dr. Saxena holds a doctoral degree in climate change and agroforestry from FRI University, India, and Masters in Forestry and Physics, Bachelor degree in Law, and Postgraduate Diploma in Environmental Law. Dr. Saxena is currently country representative of IUCN India. I welcome you, sir, and will request you to kindly give the keynote address.
Thank you, Neha ji. At the outset, let me
Thanks, Terry and Tata Steel for organizing this event of the launch of very good compilation of the stories. And it has been really a good initiative. And on the occasion of the Earth Day, I congratulate everyone and hope that the presence of all the bright young children will really give meaning to the Earth Day or today, the occasion when we are talking about the number of good initiatives through the compilation of some of the very, very good stories which have been compiled in the book. And that itself imparts the importance of the nature and how we have to connect with the nature. As the concept of the Earth Day explained, we have to think globally but act locally. So each one of us, wherever on this planet Earth we reside, we have to ensure that what locally action we take so that we are not damaging the nature, we are not damaging the Mother Earth further. Why it is important? Because in the pursuit of the development, we have somehow have an impression that the most important species on this planet Earth is human beings or Homo sapiens. And all our development is centered towards the so-called advancement of the human beings, which we call the development. But in that pursuit, somehow we have forgotten to address the issue of the natural resources because these natural resources they are not infinite because we have to Mother Earth has provided us these natural resources for their sustainable use. So whatever way we use, then we have to use in such a manner that these resources are also available for the future generations also. Somehow in that pursuit, we have also disturbed the equilibrium between the various species because on the planet Earth, maybe the plant species or animal species all have been given appropriate space and their respective role in the ecosystem. And this symbiotic relationship that determines the dependency or mutual dependencies of all those species, including human beings, and we are also dependent on a lot of natural resources. Maybe our medicinal system, maybe our business practices, because Tata Steel being the mining company, they also have to involve in producing the steel. But at the same time, when some sort of a mining is done, they are also undertaking various number of steps so that the biodiversity is conserved, how the restoration activities are ensured, so that in the long run, whatever we, because at the same time, when we talk of the development, we also need resources. But at the same time, that does not give us a right that we damage these resources to such an extent that it creates a problem to ourselves and also for the future generations. Now, this COVID pandemic is one of the glaring examples. You see, the damage to the Mother Earth or damage to the natural system, and in which we don't care for the various type of species conservation, the wet wildlife market. They are some of the alleged reasons based on which it has been assumed that the present day COVID pandemic has virtually brought entire world to an standstill. And so what is the solution? In spite of all the technological advances, all the best research, we are not able to address to the extent. And now you see that everyone is under the some sort of a challenge that how to cope with this various type of this wave of the pandemic. So again, for various solutions, we have to look towards the nature, nature-based solutions that International Union for Conservation of Nature, the organization to which I belong and presently serving as a country representative. The nature-based solution standards have been launched by the ICM, and one of the biggest lessons or pledge which young students should take today, though they have manifested them in the form of various stories in which जो उन्होंने अपनी कहानियां लिखी हैं कितनी अच्छी अच्छी उसमें अल्टीमेट उसका संदेश तो यही है मैसेज कि हमें नेचर को केयर करना चाहिए और हमारे जो सॉल्यूशंस हैं वो भी हमें नेचर में ही मिलते हैं so we have to have such type of lifestyle that we should be in harmony with the nature. we should take care of the nature. Now, coming further, the indigenous knowledge, because the compilation of the short stories, they have been based from the region which have a very rich population of the indigenous people, where with having a lot of good natural resources. And at the indigenous level, there are a number of, you can say, folklore, festivals, the culture practices, the native languages, the food systems, the dresses. They are all principal source of indigenous knowledge, and they are one of the examples that how the nature message has been integrated into with these various practices. So indigenous knowledge is integral to the identity of the most local communities. So such knowledge is very, very critical for protection of the biodiversity, healthcare, food security, culture, religion, identity, environment, trade, and development. I am really happy that through Meri Ek Kahani, the Tata Steel and TERI have brought all the schools together, brought out, organized some sort of a competition, and some of the very good stories they have been compiled and through this book which has been launched today. So I congratulate them once again. Some of the very good stories or short stories, though I could not go through all of them, but some of them like the Harit Gyan, the knowledge about the greenery, the trees as our friends, our rich culture, living in harmony with the nature, gift from the forest, Bastar Ki Yatra, our musical heritage. So these are some of the messages through which very, very short title, they itself sends a message that we have to take care of the nature, we have to live in harmony of the nature. And India, as in other regions of the world, is having such diverse cultures, such diverse local communities, such rich indigenous traditional knowledge. So we have to preserve these indigenous traditional knowledge and use it for our beneficial, especially in the urban areas where we are not that much aware through this book reading and through these stories. Certainly, the students in the urban schools also, they will be sensitized towards the nature conservation and biodiversity conservation. So this book also provides an importance why we need to educate youth in their own culture, because youth have a very important role to play, and they are the future of every country on this and every continent, and they have to take a very, very important role in carrying forward the tradition. In carrying forward this tradition, we have to also ensure that we don't forget our past rich culture and indigenous knowledge. And so I recommend that indigenous knowledge, indigenous communities, rich cultural practices, and all this knowledge, they should be part of our knowledge system, integrating into our nature conservation practices, the biodiversity conservation practices. Only then it can be meaningful. So with these words, I congratulate and to TERI and as well as Tata Steel, especially Livleen, Mr. Pankaj Saxena and their entire team, all the young school children, all the authors, the editors who have really taken a very huge task in bringing out such publication. And I hope in future this tradition will continue and this Meri Ek Kahani will be some sort of a continuous feature, and more such stories will be brought out, and through this it will be disseminated to all the people. Thank you very much, and I congratulate everyone once again on the occasion of the Earth.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational words and blessings. It really means a lot to us. With this, we come to towards the end of this event. Before I call upon Mr. Devraj Tiwari, Senior Manager, Regulatory Affairs, Tata Steel, to raise the vote of thanks or to give the vote of thanks, I would request all to please stay back after that, because we will be requesting you all to turn on your videos for a group photograph. With this, I'd like to invite Mr. Devraj Tiwari to please give vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Neha, so much. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks speech and acknowledge the contribution of those who have worked really hard to make this book launch event a success. And also a special thanks to all the budding authors. On behalf of Tata Steel and Terry, I would like to extend a really hearty vote of thanks to all our guests who have spared their time from their busiest schedule to grace this occasion. Today we had an opportunity to hear from you your thoughts, and this will surely encourage us in the future course of action of this Green School project and to achieve new milestones. I would like to wish everyone a very happy Earth Day, and thank you very much for joining in. Thanks.
Thank you, Devraj. With this, I'll urge all of you to please switch on your video so that our program cell, the team, can click a big group photograph. Thank you, everyone. Sonali, are we ready?
Yes, Neha, we are going ahead.
Okay. Only video, students request you to only turn on your videos, not the audio.
Subject mo eko kahani mo jibanara lakshya. भिन्न भिन्न लोकांकर भिन्न भिन्न लक्ष्य थाए किए धनी के मानव समाज के नेता हबाको चाहंती के वैज्ञानिक आउ के डाक्टर होई सेवा को जीवन लक्ष्य भाबरे ग्रहण करंती मु सही पर जीवन.
Okay, Neha.
Okay. Thank you everyone for your presence and be part of the launch of Meri Ek Kahani. We will soon be dispatching the hard copies to all of you. And in the meantime, a digital copy will be shared with all. Please have a great time reading, and it will be a great learning experience as we just shared with you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharath sir. Thank you, Saxena sir. Thank you, Pankaj sir, Devleen, and all the eminent dignitaries who are present with us. Thank you so much, Subramaniam sir, for joining us, teachers and students.
Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thanks to all. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.